Skweeble App is a great way for teams to communicate, to track time, and to save information in a central database. That's one of the things that's missing, for small businesses. Their information is scattered everywhere, and to track tasks as well. So, say for example, if you're a small business owner, let's say at one point I owned a couple of childcare centers. I would always come in and say, well, what any calls or what's going on today, and we had notepads back in those days, and it was hard. I had to come in and ask questions. It was always frustrating for the staff. And I said, well, why didn't you tell me this? Why didn't you write this down? But if you had an application, an easy to use application where everything was centrally documented in one place, and I could search the database from a year ago, for 2 months ago, for yesterday, and be able to provide that information so that my compliance was secure and I knew what to do. If I gave a task list to somebody to say, go to the store and pick this up, they go to the store, document it, the cost of it, where they got it from, it goes to the central database, and I'll be able to retrieve that information. Likewise, for example, my brother, he owned a restaurant, and unfortunately he passed away. And we had the information for his seasonings. We knew where to get the seasonings from, where to get the equipment from, but all the recipes were in his head. And so we didn't have that information available to us. It's a cost-effective way for small businesses to communicate, track time, document all the information in a central database, and be able to retrieve that information, as well as manage tasks. So I can hand out tasks to each one of the staff members. They can communicate where they're on those tasks and to store information about the goings-on of the business. And that's critical for small business owners. I think the future of Skweeble App is to interface with artificial intelligence, right? So as the team gives inputs and is saved into a central database, AI is learning your business or your organization, what tasks need to be taken care of. I think that's the future. I think as you teach AI to learn your business, it'll make it easier for Skweeble App to help you delegate tasks, ensure the tasks to follow up on, and to communicate. And for example, if you have a date put into the system by one person that says that we actually, went to the store on this date, artificial intelligence may say, hey, did you go grocery shopping last week? Here was your list, and did you get this, and this, and delegate that task to the next person. And with large learning models like ChatGPT or other models, you can describe that in your terms and then put that into Skweeble App and be able to have that interface with your team and that information has available. And so you get those efficiencies that you want for your business and gives you greater peace of mind. And I think that's where we're going with the application. That's the next step. So easy to get started with. All you do is download the app, or you can go online and set up your account, and it's usually 3 easy steps. Set up your account using the email address, telephone number, add your team members, they'll get notifications, they download the app, or you can do it directly from the app download, and you're off and running. It's self-explanatory, and it's one of the easiest applications that are out there to get started with and to have the highest impact as soon as possible. Skweeble has a lot of different use cases. We promote the use cases for business, for small business, and for small teams. But it applies to a lot of different use cases. For example, one other organization that can use it would be like a church or a non-for-profit. Any organization that's small where people need to communicate and you need to delegate tasks and track time. Information to a central database. For example, if your receptionist is sitting there and you're gone most of the day taking care of business, and they're used to using sticky notes and putting sticky notes everywhere, those sticky notes can get lost. If you have them put into a central database and even take photos of the information, it goes to the central repository. That means all your team members can do this, and you can do it as well. If you give someone a task, as opposed to calling them and telling them or handing them a note, you put it into the task management feature. When they're able to get that task, get the notification that when they're done with that task, they click it as done. You know that it's done. These are the advantages, easy to use, so cost effective. These are the use cases we have for Skweeble. It's so easy to use and it's so cost effective for small businesses and small organizations.